In the next 10 minutes, listen carefully because this 10 minutes can actually increase your marks in the upcoming competitive examination. Yes, I'm going to give you 10 priceless pieces of advice that if you follow to the core, I am sure that it will increase your marks and your ranks because not everybody is going to make it till the end of this video. These are 10 of the most high-yield smart study hacks based on psychology, smart study, and the power of belief that will truly unlock your next potential. So are you ready? Hit that subscribe button and let's go. I know that you've got a competitive examination in this year, a few months or a few weeks or even just a few days later you watch this video. And that's the exact reason why the algorithm recommended this to you. And trust me, no matter what the time span, I'm going to make sure that you increase your score in it. Who am I? I'm Dr. Anuj Pachhel, a first year internal medicine resident at GMC Nagpur. Welcome to my channel. I've cracked both my NEET UG and NEET PG in the 99th percentile, both in the first attempt. Not just that, I've got 9 distinctions and 2 gold medals during my MBBS time. So I know a thing or two about exams and also how to ace them. So the first thing which I would like to bring to your attention is to develop the mindset that it's now or never. You know, we always say that life is a marathon and we have to take it slowly and we have to take small steps every day in order to get to our goal. But there's also another ideology that states that life sometimes needs to have some sprints in between, some boosts in between. Jaise ki when you're playing a video game and you suddenly get that boost up so that you're going much more faster than the regular speed. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever the date of your competitive exam is, let's say that it's in the next 6 months, maybe it's NEET UG, maybe it's NEET PG. I want you to put this thing in your head that it's now or never. Either you do this right now in this attempt or never again. There is not going to be a second chance. There's not going to be a third chance. This is now or never. And this is the sprint that I'm talking about. In this point, just give up everything and just focus for your exam and run towards it like anything. You know, because you have an incredible potential inside you and it's just that you are wasting it on a day-to-day basis and I'm feeling bad for you. So you follow this no plan B protocol, give your 100%, make sure that your life depends on it. Give it such a good attempt that it's like, isse better to ho hi nahi sakta tha. Put your 100% in the examination because I'll tell you a hardcore truth about it. Most of the competitive examination, the population in our country is so much that you won't survive unless and until you are in the top 1%. It does not matter if you're in the top 2% or 3% or 4%, only the 1% is going to survive. So even if you did an average or a mediocre study all throughout your life for this examination and you landed in the top 2%, guess what? You're not going to get selected. And that's the harsh truth about it, that if you actually want to study, then you have to enter the 1% club, the 99th percentile. Otherwise, this is no point in studying. A person who is at the 30th percentile and a person who is at the 98th percentile, both are equal to 0 because we don't have any seats in our country. And that's the harsh truth of it, that it is now or never and you have to be on the top. And to get on the top, you have to lock in, you have to stay focused and you have to keep working on your goals. Point number 2, this is something which I discovered the hard way, and that is you have to have faith in something or someone. When I was preparing for my NEET PG examination, I had so many ups and downs in my life. When I was preparing for my NEET UG examination, I lost 2 of the people that were close to me. They literally died. And that had a very significant impact on my life. That's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Life is full of unpredictable events. And if you want to get ahead, you have to believe in something or someone. You have to develop a spiritual attitude in order for you to tide over the difficulties of life. So whatever religion you belong to, just go to your place of worship for 5 minutes. Just make sure that in 1 week you're going there for 5 minutes and make sure that you bow your head down and thank the creator, whoever that you believe in it, for the universe and for the opportunity to be born as human and for all the incredible things that you will be doing in the future. I was an atheist, but after working in the hospital for just 1 year, I exactly saw there is something much more powerful that is beyond us. And if you do believe in it, make sure you dedicate at least 5-10 minutes to that. Trust me, life is very unpredictable. Anything can happen to anyone. And I've seen this with my own eyes. Such bright performing candidates are not able to cope up with the trauma that life throws at them. And they in the end lose their seat. If you have something to believe on, it gives you hope in the times of despair. And that is one of the biggest victories you can have in a competitive environment. I'm not promoting any religion over here. I'm just saying that whatever you believe in, if you believe in science books, then just take your science book and pray to that. Pray to the quantum physics that everything remains well. It will give you faith. And if it actually exists, maybe hard work constitutes 95% of your success and luck contributes 5%. And if a God does exist, that 5%, make sure that you have it on your side with a very small investment of just 5 to 10 minutes every week. Point number 3, this applies universally to every single exam that is going to be given by anybody in this world, and that is to practice previous year questions. Now, previous year questions are bound to be repeated in some form or the other, especially for NEET UG, for NEET PG, for INA-SET, even for GATE, even for CAT, they are repeated everywhere. So how do you practice the PYQs? You take them, whatever books that you want, you buy them, and from that you study them in a proper manner. You write them down in your notebook so that you don't keep on making the same mistakes while you're solving PYQs. If you're a student who's preparing for NEET UG, I'd like to suggest you one of the best PYQ books available on the market. That is by Oswal's 37 years PYQ book for NEET UG. So this book contains all the PYQs from the last 37 years and they are segregated chapter wise, topic wise, so that you exactly know what are you studying for. Not just that, they give you proper detailed solutions that you can copy in your notebook and revise them as much as possible. They have trend analysis, proper OMR sheets so that you can practice filling, and also easy mind maps so that you can remember a lot of things at once. I've recommended only Oswal books for PYQs for the past 5 years because they are incredible. Even if you're a JEE student, you can check out their mock exams since you have already given a JEE attempt this month. month. So link in the description, go check out Oswald books for solving PYQs. I've made entire videos covering how do you exactly solve PYQs and how do you make your own books which contain PYQs, and you can check them out over here. Point number 4 that I like to make over here is make a routine and stick to it. See, like I told you, last 6 months are left, last 3 months are left, 12 months are left, whatever it is, you need to have a routine in order to take you through the day. If you wake up in the morning and you decide today I'm going to be doing this, today I'm going to be doing that, nothing's going to happen. No successful person ever wakes up like that. They always have a goal, they are always working towards it. No matter what exam you get, make sure that you have a proper study routine in place. In fact, even for this, I've just recently made a video where I've given you an exact guideline on how to make the best study routine. Whatever it is, just sit down today, make a proper routine and paste it on your wall, look at it every day and make sure you follow that routine to the T. I always suggest wake up early because that way you can increase your available time. You can follow along with your tuition, you can follow along with your hobbies, and you can have much more time as a productive person. So whatever your study routine is, make sure you make that. One pro tip I'd like to give you over here is that you can take a chart paper and write down how many days are left for the exam. Let's say 30 days are left. So 30, 29, 28, 27. Like that, you make a chart paper and every day you wake up, you cut one day because you're now one day closer to the examination. That's going to give you a lot of motivation to stick towards whatever you're aiming for. I did this for my NEET UG exam, also for my NEET PG exam. I used to do this on my whiteboard where every day I used to rub off one day that was gone from the time. It really motivated me to study and it really motivated me to stick to my study schedule. Point number 5, make sure that you're visualizing your goals at all times. This is one of the pro tips that I give to every NEET PG aspirant. Is the one thing, is the first lecture that I've told in my blueprint module, is that you need to have a proper goal. Now, what does a proper goal mean? It means that you are setting your target that is measurable, that is achievable, that is actually objective. For example, getting number of questions correct in a NEET PG grant test, getting your score up in the NEET UG examination, or getting into a particular percentile in your tuition class. All of these are objective metrics that you can measure every time. You just take a sticky note, something like this, and write down whatever your goal is and stick it on your desk, and you watch it every time, and every time you give a test, you see whether you are reaching your goal or not. And if you're not reaching, you reevaluate your preparation and start doing it again. If you're still not using a sticky note and writing your goals down on your table, there is a huge potential that you're wasting because you're not able to visualize what you want. The power of visualization is so powerful that it will give you literally whatever you want. People make vision boards out of it. Even I make vision boards for my future and they all come true every time, even the most impossible of things. One of my vision boards was to achieve 1 million subscribers in 2023, and it seemed impossible, but right after we had 2023, in just 3 months we reached 1 million subscribers. It works like crazy because it reminds you that you have to keep working at it and nothing is going to come to you for free. Number 6 is cut off negative people from your life. So your friend phones you up and they just mock you for your studying. Maybe you have come as a topper in your class and they come and tell you that okay, tu to topper hai, tu to bahut padhai karta hai. If anybody is being toxic to you, even in a small manner, you don't deserve it. Cut those people off, block them, remove them from your friend list. Do not follow them, because the more people that you're surrounding yourself with who are toxic, the more toxic you are going to become yourself. You're going to forget what normal friendship actually feels like. You know what are the people that I'm talking about. I want you to cut off all of these negative bastards who are there in your friend list, and I want you to forget about them. Forget that they existed because they have tormented you quite a lot. I'll share with you a very personal story. So my friend group had a lot of friends when I was back in first year, second year, third year of college. But when I was preparing for NEET PG, guess what? I had to cut that friend group down to just 2 people. So out of 7-8 people, I lost every single friend that I have, because that's what a competitive exam does to you. It shows the real faces of the people who are studying with you that you called friends, but in reality they were all snakes. So that's what you have to do also, that sometimes you have to cut out your friend group in order to grow. And you might not realize it that people are toxic to you, but few years down the line you will definitely realize that they were. So make sure that you are doing this right now. Point number 7 is focus on your health, because your health is everything. So anything can happen, like I said, in the last few months or a few weeks before the examination comes up. So what should you do? What are the practical steps that you should take? First of all, stop eating outside food. When I was an NEET UG student, I stopped eating everything which was outside 2 months before the exam. There are several diseases which are present that are waterborne, that are foodborne, that are airborne, and if you indulge in excessive activities like going outside continuously, bahar ka khana khana hai, bahar ka pani pina hai, maybe you see a pani puri wala, you go and eat that pani puri, you are going to land up in some sort of infection which is going to take away your productive time. Now you do not have time to waste on normal things like getting your infection treated or just wasting entire days sitting in bed, because that's exactly what happens. Even if you just get a simple fever of 100 degrees, you are not going to be able to function because it drains your body completely. Maybe you get a small diarrhea, you are still not able to function the entire day. So these are few of the ways where you lose your very productive days. Maybe you are getting off schedule because of those days. So make sure that you are stopping all the food that you're eating from outside. If you're a hosteler, if you're at mess, try to make sure that that mess is actually preparing you good food. If not, then change the mess, pay something extra. In your entire life, you're going to earn so much money in the future. So don't think too much about spending a few rupees to get something healthy in your body. If possible, try to cook for yourself. That is absolutely the best thing that you can do as a hosteler. As a PG student, in fact, that's the one thing which I am trying to do myself. So try out, and health just does not stop at eating or drinking. It also starts with you making sure that you're getting proper right amount of sleep. So the right amount of sleep is roughly 6 to 8 hours and depends from individual to individual. I like to sleep for 4 to 5 hours. Some people, others might like to sleep for 8 or 9 hours. So whatever it is, make sure that you're getting your proper sleep in and make sure that you are paying close attention towards your health. Please last के few months में तबीयत खराब करके एग्जाम खराब मत कर देना. And one way to make sure is follow the points which I've told you. Point number 8 is seek the professional help whenever it is needed. It is a very tiring journey preparing for any competitive exam. If you feel you have a mental blockade, please go see a psychologist. It's not somebody who is going to prescribe you drugs. They are the people who are going to be giving you psychotherapy, which will actually help you calm your mind down and also deal you with all the different things that you can't talk about, maybe with your friends, maybe with your parents, maybe with your loved ones. You cannot talk about them. So visit somebody, pay them some money, but make sure that whatever issues that you are facing on a day-to-day basis, you are getting them addressed. Psychological issues will slow you down in the long run. They are going to lead you into different problems, and make sure that you are seeking professional help in case that happens. Mental health is something which is very important, and if you're feeling any signs of depression, anxiety, let me tell you this one thing, my friend. There is nothing greater than life. There is absolutely nothing greater than life. No examination is going to ever come in front of your life. So don't let anything or anybody make you fool into thinking that, okay, this is the most important thing I'm going to do in my life. Okay, there are so many great days ahead of you, and please don't consider any bad options like harming yourself or whatever just for the simple nonsensical thing like an exam. In fact, for any other thing, don't think of going into the extreme steps. Always seek help whenever it is needed. If you're not able to afford a psychologist, just come in the comment section of this video, go log into your fake profile and type out your heart. Make sure that you write whatever it is, but free your mind of all the negative thoughts, all the negative energies that are present inside. So seek help whenever it is needed. Point number 9 is very essential, but I also feel like it's very important that people don't realize. Focus on your weak areas. So whenever you are approaching an exam, you have strong topics and weak topics, and we always have a tendency to keep on reading only the strong things. For example, I was really good at biology. The only thing which I read was biology. My chemistry was going somewhere, so I was afraid of chemistry, and that's why I did not read chemistry. ऐसा नहीं करना है हमको. Even if it's a challenging problem, you go on YouTube and you search what are the ways you tackle that, and you will find unlimited videos telling you exactly how do you get rid of the exact problems that you're having. Maybe you're weak at physics. That does not mean you will leave physics. Okay, that does not mean you will leave chemistry or biology or maths or whatever subject that you're studying from, because for an exam you have to take a holistic approach where you have to approach every single subject and you try to get the knowledge out of that subject. So whatever are your weak areas, make sure that you focus on them very well. Make sure that you are doing your best. You're trying to cover up your weak spots rather than reading your strong points over and over and over again. Solve the previous year questions of the weak areas as well as the strong areas, but make sure in your weak areas you are putting 100% of your mind into it so that those weak areas don't make you weak in the exam. My last point is follow a mentor. That means whatever person that you feel is ideal to you. Okay, for me that was Rohan Khandelwal sir, who is a surgery faculty of Marrow. That was the person I look forward to, and I still look forward to him to this very day. There was another person, Dr. Zainab ma'am. All of these were the people that I felt like these were the best people in the world, and I still feel that. I followed their every single advice like a blind person, because whenever a mentor guides you, they make sure that you are going on the right path. Whenever I used to have some sort of anxiety with respect to my preparation, I used to just phone up Rohan sir and ask him for advice, what should I do next, and he used to guide me every time. And that's the beauty of having a great mentor that actually guides you towards the right path. You can find your mentor anywhere, like go into your college, maybe your senior, maybe somebody you like, maybe somebody who's cleared the exam, maybe somebody on social media you feel that person can be your mentor. Maybe I can be your mentor, okay? But I can't really communicate with you one-on-one because my duties are crazy. Okay, I get to sleep 2 to 3 hours a day, and all the other time I'm just in the hospital, so I'm not even getting time to mentor myself. I cannot guarantee mentoring you, but make sure that you come to my videos. I've talked about everything in detail in my videos, and use my videos as a source of mentorship just for free. Like you can come on YouTube, you can literally whatever videos that you want for MBBS, for NEET, I've covered literally everything. So yes, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because I promise you I will never ever misguide you. I promise that my entire goal with this channel is to make you better in your exams, and not just that, make you better as a human being. With that said, if you feel like you need extra guidance for NEET PG, please make sure to check out my NEET PG Success Blueprint, which gives you 30 tailor-made lectures of around 7 hours. Give you a detailed guide on exactly how to crack your NEET PG exam. Right, for which subjects are the most important, how to solve the difficult questions, how many GTs should you give, how do you improve your marks in your GTs, how do you make notes, what is the coaching platform should you use. It covers literally everything. You can use the code MENTOR if you are a second year, third year, final year student and wanting to prepare for NEET PG. Without Blueprint, don't start, because you can do more harm than good. So follow right guidance, follow tried and tested methodologies and proper study methods, and subscribe to Blueprint. Use the code MENTOR to get 20% off. With that, I'd like to end the video and say all the best to everybody who's watching, because I know you can crack it. It's your boy Dr. Anuj Pachhel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.